Hi guys, I'm Jessica Mandeville with MyFashionPlate.com, and we're at Los Angeles Magazine to speak with fashion director Laurie Pike.
The fashion came to me, actually. I worked at MTV News I wrote newscasts for MTV News in the late 1980s. And a producer came up to me and said, I'm starting a fashion program, and you always have these cute outfits on, and you always show up to work on time, so do you want to work on this with me? And I said, sure. And she said, well, we need a name for it. And I said, let's call it House of Style. So Los Angeles Magazine is about to start planning its May fashion shoot, and I've asked Caroline Cagney, who's a contributing stylist for the magazine, to go out and find me something fabulous that's going to inspire us both to figure out what we're going to do for the May fashion issue.
I'm hoping. The boys from church sent over a bunch of things, so they always have amazing finds.
It's
really,
a new
really
store in
unique.
LA.
New store, amazing things.
Some of my favorite things to cover are the trends that are born in Los Angeles, and the trends that don't come from the runway, but that come from the ground up. For instance, when neoprene started to being worn by people because they had worn it to the beach and they had like a wetsuit shirt or something that they're wearing. When that translates from action sports to the street, that fascinates me. We have lots of terrific talent, and of course it's always exciting to be the first person to report on this talented designer's show. I mean, I remember Jared Gold, who is an LA designer, now based in Salt Lake City, but he comes here to do shows quite a bit. I went to a show of his, and I was the first journalist ever to cover his show, and the show wound up being a smash success because he had live cockroaches as pins. And I was the only journalist at that show. I was the first person to write about it, the first magazine to put it, and he's never forgotten that, and I've never forgotten that, and how exciting it is to be there at the moment when you're seeing this incredible talent, burst out of its shell.
Wow. Is that a belt?
This is diadem. Yeah, this is a hardware metal belt. Can really just kind of make everything do same thing. Native American, maybe do a little bit of a hard look, kind of fierce.
I love it. What would you put that with?
I'd probably put this with either a little jacket, something soft, or even just a dress like this, just to kind of nasty it up and kind of,
That's kind of what Caroline does, is she nasty things up.
Try.
I would like to say that I have seen the bad economy make fashion better, because I think it does, because it makes people be more resourceful, and it forces people to shop in secondhand shops, and that's a wonderland. That's what got me into fashion in the first place. Before I ever worked in fashion, I shopped in secondhand stores. Back when it was considered like a ghetto thing to do, like people were like, ooh, people have worn that clothes before. Vintage, I don't even know if you ever heard the word vintage except for applied to wines.
Wow, oh my God!
We haven't seen this, so
Whoa.
This is just amazing. This is done amazing.
It's kind of like an animal died in a torture chamber and someone just made a person of everything.
There are maybe 10 items that if you have in your wardrobe, you kind of don't need too much else. A pair of jeans, but in a dark wash that is not distressed or whiskered. A white t-shirt. The other day I went to dinner and I saw a guy wearing a white t-shirt and it didn't have anything on it. And I was like, I can't believe how fresh that looks. A great blazer that fits well. A snug black cardigan makes every outfit look better, whether it's jeans or a dress. A little black dress. Oh, and a pair of black trousers. I bought a pair of black trousers at Express in nylon 10 years ago, and I still wear them.
What else do we got?
And
oh my God. Okay.
Oh my God. Okay.
I'm feeling a kind of torture chamber fashion shoot here. This is kind of what it's coming to.
Oh my God.
Meets Native American.
What is this? What do we? Oh my God.
It's like a handbag that kills. Look at this.
Holy God in heaven.
This is Daphne Balatzos. She was Rick Owens' assistant, and she's come up with her first handbag line, and I heard about this, but I can't believe that I'm seeing it in person.
This hurts a little bit.
Fashion's an industry that I think it is actually easy to get in on the ground floor. It doesn't pay a lot of money, but you definitely have to intern. That's how I got started. I interned at Paper Magazine and I loved it. It was a great experience. So you have to intern. I think having a blog or writing for someone else's blog is important. You have to have online skills. But one of the things that I notice about a lot of people who want to work in fashion is they only study fashion, and it doesn't occur to them maybe until later how important it is to know a little bit about art, to know a little bit about music, to know a little bit about geography. Fashion is all about context. I mean, something that looks hideous today looked beautiful at some point to some person, and an understanding of that context is what fashion is all about.
Okay, so with all of this,
Gosh.
if I asked you to do a shoot, what would you do with it?
I would love to do something kind of in the, actually in the deserts or the caves, kind of do something,
Ooh.
yeah, just do something kind of
Oh, right, 'cause there's no
earthy
bright
and
color.
raw and bring in some bright colors and then keep this kind of, earthy and
But I
dirty.
like the edgy part too, so it's not too hippie. I love it. Okay, well, keep your eyes peeled for the May issue of Los Angeles Magazine, because you will see the magic that Caroline is going to weave with it.